Hi, I thought a video would be quicker to show what I'm doing, and here we are with the web page of the Master V7. Now I've got it set up so we're on this address up here. This is what the address is shown on the front of the V7. I've logged onto it and it asked me to input its ID, which is also located on the front of the V7, and I've done that, and it's now let me into the V7. This security is there for the cyber security protocols that we require now, and that helps us with that. I've programmed two handsets in, handset 1 and handset 2. Okay, and you can see that the handsets are changing down here when we get into this. Onto this one here, 118 and 843, so they're changing. So I've taught those into it all. The network I'm on is my local area network, and I've just left it at DHCP. We can talk about that later, but for this particular question we'll fix this one. Your question is how we can make it work with independent handsets for independent rooms, and then also make those USB ports have independent commands as well as necessary. First thing we can do is you can have a handset and you can label it here, let's say room 1, room 8. I don't know what room is in German, Deutsch, I apologise. Let's save that, and we can have this one as room 2. And then we can on the front panel of the V6 you've got the separate buttons, and this is where it's duplicated here. So we want room 1 to action port 1, so we can turn the others off, and this way it will only do that. Again, save it from here, and room 2 we only want to be operated, and that's, oh, missed it, this one, there we go, do that again. Room 2 will only operate port 2, so that's an easy way of fixing those two functions. The other question was whether we can change the output. Well, on the web page it's very easy. If we come down to this area here, it says set. So if we hit the set button, you've got the arrow right, arrow left, and keyboard here for the blackout button. I forgot to say that I do have the USB, the connector, he says plugging it in again, plugged into this. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we can use the keyboard on this to input the features. So if we want to edit this, say the blackout button, so for English B is for black, in German, in Deutsch it would be Schweiß, I believe, Schwarz, not Schweiß, I apologise, something else. So if we put that in there, we end up with, we push the letter S, okay, and we save that there, and then that will save it onto that. We can save again, but as you can see it's automatically done it. And then if you want this one to be A, we can change that to A, and we can change this one to B, and that's it, saved. So that's how you change the handsets to give them a local ID. You can print the label on the handset, then it'll only operate room 1 and room 2. Of course, if you hit the factory reset, it will forget all this, and you'll have to do all this all over again because it will reset it all. But that's how you set the system up. As we've always said with the V7 system, it needs someone who's going to look after it at the installation. So make sure you make that abundantly clear, alright, that they have to make sure they look after this. We are looking at charging for time to servicing this product at the moment. Anyway, there we go. Have a look at that, tell me what you think.